guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to review Everything, Everywhere.
All at once.
All at once. The new A24 film that just hit physical media yesterday. About the Blu-ray. It's sitting back there.
Yep.
And yeah, this is one that I have been anticipating for the longest time. I feel like we were getting ready to go to the theater to watch this.
Yeah.
And then the last second, you're like, no, it looks stupid. And I don't want to see it.
Are you sure?
I feel like that's
maybe,
what happened.
Yeah. Maybe it was the hot dog fingers.
Yeah, I think it was the hot dog fingers, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, before we go any further talking about the movie, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button. You know, we talk about movies and television and, you know, all kinds of stuff on this channel. And I think you'd enjoy it. So hit the subscribe button. Also be sure to like this video and comment down below if you saw this film. Did you see it in theaters? Did you watch it on VOD? Did you buy the Blu-ray 4K yesterday? Let us know in that comment section below, and then turn on those bell notifications, right?
Ding-a-ding.
For all future videos. So this movie is directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel I can't pronounce that name. Can you pronounce that?
Scheinert.
Scheinert? So I'm just going to call them the Daniels if I reference them again. But they directed a movie called...
Double D.
I looked this up right before we started filming. They directed a movie called Swiss Army Man with Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano, which we watched, I think, probably 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Now that's
very unusual film.
Very unusual film, but I can definitely see the transition from that to this for sure. They also did a movie called The Death of Dick Long, which is another A24 film that I haven't seen.
I hadn't heard of that one,
but yeah, after figuring out that they directed Swiss Army Man, I'm like, yeah, the tone does fit.
Right.
The tone does fit. So overall, general thoughts on this movie. Did you like it? How did it resonate with you? You a fan?
So I really liked this movie. I will say, per usual, that it was just a little bit too long. Some of the scenes just felt like they went on forever. But overall, I really enjoyed it, and I think that this film had a lot that it wanted to say.
It did. It was really a story about a mother and daughter. Yeah, which I know probably would resonate with you.
Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%.
It's a story about a mother and a daughter and their relationship. That's what it really boils down to, I guess, at the end of the day. Not to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure that's all throughout the film that kind of sets that up in the beginning.
Right, that's how I interpreted it as well.
But yeah, you have Michelle Yeoh, who's the star of this film, who I told you while we were watching was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, so she's a big kung fu action star. And I think
the first time I saw her was in Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, she'll pop up in a lot of movies. She's like the go-to Asian actress.
Yeah, I personally really enjoy her. I think she's great.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, so
she was great. We also had Jamie Lee Curtis in this film. I thought she was really good as well.
Yeah, she was good as well.
Yeah, she was really good. She's far less annoying in this movie as she is in the Halloween movies, the new Halloween movies for sure. I thought she did a really good job in this movie. So,
agreed.
But yeah, Michelle Yeoh's character of Evelyn, she gets this like head thing, and she can just start transporting herself to different dimensions. There's more to it as far as the plot.
Yeah,
but that's
basically,
the basic premise.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of gave me like Marvel, like, what's it called?
Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Yeah. But I've heard a lot of people say that this movie handles the actual multiverse stuff like in a more realistic way than Marvel does. Right. Which I haven't done my research on multiverse, so I couldn't tell you if it did or not. But
yeah, I mean, you find out that there's basically, a million different versions of yourself in all these other universes, and so you're kind of taken on a journey of her
trying to figure everything out.
Yeah.
My main problem with the movie is I was, and maybe it's just because I'm kind of dumb when I watch movies, but I found myself struggling to figure out like how everything worked throughout the movie. I didn't feel like they did a great job of letting you know, because even Michelle Yeoh is like confused through most of this movie as to what's happening and how it's happening. I don't know. What were you confused at all? You seem like you were following pretty well, but you're a far smarter, more intellectual movie watcher than I am.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really confused about that. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the story was pretty easy to follow.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward. Like she gets her husband is not really her husband, but it's somebody that's jumping through the dimensions.
Well, I mean it's him, but it's him in a different.
It's him in a different dimension. They need help in their dimension from the villain, which I'm not going to spoil like who the villain actually is because it's important to the plot. But they need help. Somebody's attacking their universe, and Michelle Yeoh. It's kind of like a Matrix thing where it's like she's the one.
Right.
To save everybody.
Right.
It's one of those deals. But I did think it was cool how they had like that little device that you could kind of see where she was and then all the other dimensions around them.
Like it showed like her and then it would branch off and show like how she is connected to all these other different people. And I don't know. I think I personally enjoyed this film, not just for the like amazing action, like this has a lot of action.
It's well choreographed and it's easy to follow.
Yeah, it's not so much like action. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like
but it's very goofy,
pow,
like
pow, pow action,
absurd action.
Yeah, like it's not like Mission Impossible action. It's like I don't know. It was just so creative, like the different things that they would do. Like they're popping off people's heads and they're blowing up like confetti. Right,
like
which
pinatas.
That kind of reminded me of.
Yeah, I forget what movie. I know what you're talking about, but I forget what movie that is too.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
What's that movie called?
A little bit Birds of Prey in there. I definitely get that as well.
And I don't know, there are just like some really cool and creative scenes and choices that they made. Like I don't know, there's just so many.
I will say there are some creative locations. I thought they could have done a little bit more with the creativity, because really, off the top of my head, the only thing I can really think about is the multiverse where they all had hot dogs for fingers. But I can't really think about any other universes that they introduced with different.
There was one universe where they were actually piñatas.
Okay.
And did you?
I must have missed that.
Yeah, there's one universe where they're piñatas, and so that was cool. There's another one where they're rocks.
The rock one, yes, I remember the rock one for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. This movie, it definitely.
The rock sequence. I'm sorry, real quick. Reminded me of A Ghost Story a lot because the way that the ghosts are communicating through text.
Right.
So it reminded me of that a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie, definitely. I don't know. It was kind of weird and unusual. It was just very fast and frantic and in your face. It was.
It never stops. It never takes a breath. And that's why I felt like I was struggling to keep up pretty much the whole time.
And also something that's kind of a little unusual and might be a negative is that this movie is pretty funny. It's comedic. But it's also trying to be serious. So sometimes those lines would get a little blurred and you're like, okay, this is supposed to be emotional, but it's kind of funny too. I don't know.
It's hard to balance that sometimes. Very few movies can completely land that, but I'm with you. I don't think it completely lands it in this movie. I mean, it was close, but there were, I don't know. But I will definitely say it totally pulled at my heartstrings. You probably didn't notice, but I wanted to cry at the end. I felt it. Yeah, I felt the tears from across the room. It was very emotional. I was kind of holding back the tears. It almost hit me like that, but not quite. Yeah, it was just a very. It was tender, a sweet ending, but it's it was a very tender moment, very relatable. At least to me. Yeah. And I felt that when we were watching, I just felt that you were enjoying the movie a little bit more than me. I liked the movie a lot, but I'm not going to put it as one of my top favorite movies of the year or anything like that. But just getting into that, is there anything else you want to talk about? Good supporting cast. I thought the dad was good. The daughter was really good. Everybody in this movie is good. Jamie Lee Curtis. Right. Everybody, it's a good ensemble cast, and everybody works really well together. And like you said, it's got some really good action in it. So it's just hard to really nail down the plot of this and really talk about it without giving away too many details and spoilers. Yeah, I know. It is. It's all over the place. It's just, if you're on board for that kind of level of absurdity and action, you will enjoy this movie. Yeah. I think it's this, it's a very emotional,
like I said, it's got a lot that it wants to say, and it's kind of hidden with this like crazy like action stuff. But
Yeah.
like once you get under that, you know, like it's really got something important to say. That's
Yeah.
how I look at
Yeah,
it.
and
so.
all the best movies, you know, hidden underneath their, you know, their surface
show,
level
their-
material
Yeah, they're
has good messages and themes to deliver. So,
Yeah.
overall score, what would you give this movie?
So, overall score, what would I give this movie? Oh, man. I mean, I want to give it a good score because I do feel like it was very original, and
It was definitely original.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
That is high.
Yeah.
That is
I'm going to
high.
give it 4.5. I feel like it, you know, everybody was great. I liked what it was trying to say. It all didn't land for me, but like overall, I felt like it was different, and I dug it.
I cannot quite get it to a 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3.75 out of 5.
Okay.
But I do want to rewatch this one again because I do feel like there's some stuff that kind of went over my head.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just so fast and frantic and in your face,
Yeah.
and it was kind of weird with the shifting tones and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm just a sucker for those like emotional,
Yeah.
relatable relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's a
stories,
good
so.
movie, I guess what we're trying to say at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I do recommend checking it out. It is wildly different from anything else you will see this year. Even in a year where there's another multiverse movie called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, this is a wildly different and very unique spin on that premise. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like this video. Comment your thoughts on the movie down below if you've seen it or if you're going to see it based on our recommendation. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on the bell notifications and follow us on our social media account, Instagram. The link is down below in the description. And we'll see you guys later.
Bye.